Hey guys, Jacob Lawrence here with Realtor Tech Solutions. Today I'm going to show you guys some basics of Dotloop. By the end of this video, you should have enough knowledge to be able to do everything in Dotloop to run through a full real estate transaction. By the end of it, you'll know how to make a loop, how to add people to the loop, how to add documents to the loop, and how to share documents with the other realtor or your client or your lender or your title company, or your inspector, and whoever else needs to see the transaction-related documents. Before we get started, go ahead and click on your icon in the top right and switch to the new Dotloop. Mine says switch to old Dotloop because I'm already on the new one, but switch to the new Dotloop so that you can see what I'm seeing. We're under the loops portion of the navigation bar up here, and that's where you'll find the Add Loop button. This is an important step in that you want to do your best to connect this loop to the MLS. I showed a property yesterday, 170 Cedar Trace Drive. Here it is. And you'll see Memphis Area Association of Realtors. It has the MLS number in there. It has the listing agent. It has the price. And when I click on it, it asks me, would you like to import data from the MAR MLS? Now again, this is a very easy step to miss, whether the property isn't in the MLS or whether it doesn't come up for some reason, but do your best to get this to come up so you can do this auto population, autofill, which will save you a lot of time. Import data. You see this little MLS tag, you see lots of stuff. Now this is also an important step. You could start from scratch and just hit continue, but we're going to start with a template. And let's say we're the buyer's agent. Because we've connected it to the MLS, this loop automatically pulls in the picture. And boom, it is created. Now you see here the status and sale price have not been entered. Let's go ahead and fill those out. Let's say we haven't submitted any offers yet, and let's say we expect it to be around 300,000. And you can always change this later, so it doesn't really matter what you put in. Let's view our loop. Because we started this from a template, this loop already has some documents in here in 2 folders, other documents, and to submit for review. If you started it from scratch, none of that would appear, and you'd have to manually import documents. Before we talk about importing documents, let's talk about adding people. So this is the first thing you want to do when you start a loop. Scroll down here to people and add person. The only thing you need to enter is their name and their email address, because that's how Dotloop shares these documents with people. So enter their name and enter their email. And additionally, add their role. I said you only need their name and email, but the role helps autofill things in the documents. And that's really a theme with Dotloop, is if you don't fully enter all the information in on the front end, you'll be filling it in a lot on the back end manually. So you want to set it up right so that it saves you as much time as possible. So let's say that this is the buyer. All this other stuff pops up. It doesn't matter. You see this little checkbox, send intro email. That could be useful if you want to send them a little message. I'm not going to. We're going to add this person. So we've added our client. Now you're also going to want to add your lender and your title company as well. You might as well do that on the front end. So we're going to add Jimmy Lender, their email address, and then again put their role. You have a lot of roles over here. And the lender is a loan officer. Again, all this other stuff pops up, you don't need it. Add person. There's an advanced tactic. You can automatically have people and contacts import from your Google contacts. If you have any questions about that, please ask. So now that you know how to add people to the loop, let's see how to add documents to the loop. Here's the Add Document button, and you see two of these because there's two different folders. Now this folder, to submit for review, is all the folders that we have to submit to our broker at the end of it. And so I like to keep all these documents in here, and I don't like to add any more because they don't need to see, our broker doesn't need to see any other documents other than these. So let's add it in the other documents. When you click Add Document, three options will appear. You can add a document from a document template. You can browse your computer for documents and add them from there, or you can email documents into the loop. Today, I'm just going to show you templates. So when you click here, you have several folders on this left side panel to pick from. Scroll down to the bottom and use the tar forms. These are all the official tar forms, and these are the ones you should use. So you'll search up in this bar. The purchase and sale is actually a little bit hard to find because there's so many of them. You see all these addendums to the purchase and sale, additional signature blocks, commercial purchase and sale, but eventually we'll find it. Purchase and sale agreement. So you can select it. You can go ahead and select other ones if you want. You can even X out this search and search for something else. And select that. And then when you say copy, you're copying those templates to your loop. So we're going to have 3 new documents appear in our loop. Importing 3 of 3, done. So these 3 were just imported. Let's go ahead and open up this purchase and sale. I'll show you a little bit on how to interact with the document before sharing it, but I'm not going to go through the whole document, obviously. So because you set the roles up, we already have buyer 1 listed as John Doe, and nothing else. I thought the lender would be in here, but they're not. So definitely select what role is correct. If you have 2 buyers, or if you already have entered the seller, I usually don't have the seller's information, so I don't enter that. Scroll all the way to the bottom and hit autofill. So then you can see all the buyer's information and the property information is automatically inputted. This $300,000 purchase price, that's what we put in the very beginning. And clearly as many fields as possible have been autofilled, but not all of them. So you'll fill out the contract as normal. And then when you're ready, you click Save and Share. In this screen, we have all the people that we've added to this loop. We have the loan officer, we have the buyer, and then over here we have their permissions. This is very important. Most people, you're going to want, obviously, the ability to sign, and that's it. They give you a nice little explanation of what these permissions mean. This one says, this permission can view document and sign and complete assigned fields only. Document will be automatically shared back once completed, ideal for clients. So that's the permission you're going to give clients. Fill and sign allows them to edit the document and then sign it. And can edit in private allows them to create a new document version in private, then reshare it. I usually do this with other agents and basically anyone that I want to give complete freedom with the document. So we'll share it with our client, hit share. Now let's say we want to share it with another realtor. Let's pretend Brad Kaufman is the other realtor. We're going to check his name, and then we're going to say can fill and sign. The most important thing I want to emphasize here is that you click attach PDF to email, because if the other party is not using Dotloop, this will allow them to download the PDF, upload that PDF into their transaction management software, probably DocuSign or Transaction Desk, and do everything they need to do with it, and then send it back to you as a PDF. So instead of just sending them the Dotloop document, we want to send them the PDF, because that's more flexible. One more thing I'd like to add is that you can add a custom message here. It looks very good in the email. The formatting looks great, and so I use this every once in a while, and then you click share. So now once you've shared it, you can see who you've shared it with by clicking the share document button and seeing this who has access. So John has access, Brad, and I do, and then the brokerage does. And if they didn't get it and you want to resend it, you click reshare, check their name, and then click reshare. It's that easy. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions, please email me at realtortechsolutions@jacoblawrence.com. Until next time.